Here are the maps. We're going to go Oregon first. That was Okami's pick. Again, more comfortable pick for everybody playing in the league right now. Coastline and Clubhouse as our potential decider.
They haven't been able to put more pressure on these defenders. There's still a great crossfire held through pillars. Pittsburgh putting on a clinic here, Matic.
Jeez, really aggressive in the meeting. That's exactly what you want from Pittsburgh in that situation. Jack Daddy will double down for 2. Specker to close it out. Round 1, explosive. Very much needed to make a statement for Okami here. So there you go. 1 Selma charge. This is huge, Raven. That is going to be another double kill for Pittsburgh in as little as 2 rounds. How clean is that? Oh my god.
Oh my. This is where it starts to get tough for Knights trying to fight this back. He does get an opening onto Jack Dad. Might make things feel a little more comfortable, but Specker on the flank gets juicy, and now 30 seconds to go. Matic Hayward. He's left on his lonesome.
Kudos for trying, but you may as well pack it in. You'll find at least a really nice shot on the Joker.
Jeez.
But once again, Raven, these are great signs from Okami, and Knights have really not been given a chance in any round thus far.
They still need to try and hard push down these stairs, and it's being hard held by Jack Dad. So that's going to be a tough engagement. It's going to be Hayward who swings and Hayward who succeeds. Comes down to a 4 versus 2. Manic as Joker steps up to make it 3 versus 2.
Oh, Dino going down. That's not good at all. Joker stepping up massively right now. Juicy trying to create space for the Knights. Huge C4 from Specker. Dino will be picked back up, but immediately dropped. Sage in a 1v2. How have Okami pulled this back? Oh, hold the phone. No, they haven't. I might be eating my words here. Just around the corner, Joker with a monstrous round. Crossfires being established. Joker again, just looking for those early kind of fights, but it will be Josh that takes him down. Now with complete control of Attic, they're going to push directly onto the site. Specker, he cannot get anything done. Shut out of the round. This is what we needed from Knights, but it's not over just yet. Cootie goes massive with a double. It's given Jack Dad an opportunity in this round. The second he swung on, though, from Dino, it will confirm a Knights round, and a well-needed one at that.
Much better from the Knights there.
Oh, I love this from Specker, putting pressure straight to side of Knights. Ready for it. Are they waiting for it? Hayward's going to get caught out. They explode through Laundry, and all of a sudden, Juicy, he's caught out. They're going to go for the plant nice and early. He tries to find a kill, but he will be dismissed. And as Knights try to claim back the site, they will be stopped in their tracks. It is nothing but Dino to try and clutch this out in a 1 versus 4. Raven, oh my god. Okami with a massive call.
Huge call. And look,
an instant death. Peeking. I think that was Ippy style on the corner. Wow. Cop that. It is literally snowballing. Juicy to try and bring it back in a 1 versus 5. So quickly has it crumbled in the hands of the Knights. Okami well and truly set to close out the first round of the major here in Oceania. My god.
Wow, feels like we barely got started, but here we are. Okami, solid dub there. The 7-1, as I said, reversing the scoreline of the playoffs matchup from these guys last time we saw them at Oceanic Nationals. They are looking hot, Manic, and now I am seriously concerned for the Knights. They are not looking too good.
It's definitely something that we spoke about.
They need to push deep or start this plant.
Specker in behind enemy lines, might be able to do a little bit more damage here. Jack Daddy's going to be able to catch off Sage, as now Josh and Dino are the only ones to remain for Knights. And it does not look good. The nail in the coffin for the first round, and Okami are speeding away with this series.
Just asserting dominance. It's honestly like...
Knights need to start to find a way to really open it up. That is it. Dino hears the call, answers it. See you later, cutie. But
yeah, and look, speaking of sharp pace here, Epistole has just gone deep into this plant spot in kitchen. He's going to start this plant. Sage has the vertical control. The holes have been opened. He's going to be able to deny that, and like a blink of an eye, look, barring a mad clutch for Jack Dad, they should be able to equal this one out 1-1, and they do so. Hayward's the one who closes it out for the Knights. They're not letting it get away from them just yet. We're waiting to see the answer. Hayward just misses that grenade, but it has been followed up beautifully by Style, who continues his form in this series, and another opening kill in the back of Okami's pocket.
Peak, not going to be given anything. Plenty of cover there. Knows it. Oh, hey.
Oh my god.
Hello and goodbye, Sage.
Oh, I think Sage would have his soul would have turned to dust after that peak.
Joker peering through the window. Jack Daddy not going to be able to win out that encounter. Still left alive. Information will be given. That is the call to go now. Cutie and Joker both come together, and Dino completely off site has to claw back this round. Raven, 15 seconds left. Diffuser going down.
Joker pulls up for a second, goes again. Dino does hear it, but no, Cutie with the perfect cover. He will get another round for Okami. They crawl forward to this 4-1 lead. Don't know whether crawl's the right objective, honestly, after the way Oregon played out.
Drone economy quickly dwindling away, though. Only down to 5. And, oh my word. Raven, it's happened again.
Yeah, look, it's still the opening kill on the side of Okami, but it's getting traded. They've answered back. It's a 4v... Well, not even going to say it. It's been brought down to that 3v3. But again, the Knight's not able to come out on top of it. But aggressive is Specker. What a great play from him.
It does not look doable at the point of no return. Specker catching Haywood. And with Dino remaining, it is all but done and dusted. It is now to map point for Okami. In Hippie style now, just waiting for the crosshair to line up. It'll do the damage, but in turn, it's Dino that takes down Jack Daddy. Not what they would have been looking for there.
Oh, but Specker on the flank. He's going to get a double Manic. That's going to be putting part of the nail. It's resting on the coffin here for the Knights.
The hammer will almost fall, Raven. The hammer is not yet in motion. Dino having other things to say here. The long line from Style. It's going to be the support. No! Juicy's taking down Dino, but Style goes in the meantime. It's a 1-for-1, and with 2 seconds left, he has to stick this plan. This could be all done and dusted. Juicy pins from both sides. Ladies and gentlemen, Okami find their sweet, sweet revenge on the Knights after the OCN playoffs, and they have booked their ticket to the Oceanic November Major against the best team, Wildcard.
Look, full credit to Okami. This was a mammoth effort, and just the way they played tonight, Manic, has been near perfect. Such a big dub for Okami coming out of this. Clearly the better team. And man, I am getting pretty excited for the grand final against Wildcard. Look at Specker, the bad lad.
Why does that not surprise me at all to see Specker up and about? For those of you who don't know him, of course, an absolute character in the scene. And it's been backed up. I cannot believe what we've just seen.
Specker, congratulations. First of all, what's the inspiration for your celebration dance there?
I'm just a rather athletic individual, and I think it's really healthy to have a good balance of being good at video games as well as having an athletic ability. So that's my #1 gamer tip, boys. Stay limber. It'll help you later on in life.
All right, make sure to hydrate, by the way, everybody. If you're watching right now from home, very, very important. I always got my water bottle at this.
Amen,
you got your water jug. There you go. Amen, my friend.
Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a special Siege one. Jeez, I'm missing out, aren't I?
You know, Specker, you need to make it to Invitational a few times to get these stuff. So
I got dropped before I could make it to Invitational, unfortunately. So, I mean...
Well,
who knows? Now we're going to make it there off my back, eh?
The path might, still happen. You might be able to hit it at some point.
Sure.
We'll see through that today. Of course, a victory today against the Knights. We were all talking about it, hyping up the Knights as, this team that improved a lot. Okami had some things to work on. Do you feel, after these couple of months, since we had the August mention and all, that you really hit the stride? This is the team you were looking to have ever since then.
In regards to our personal point of view, I'd say that our team's definitely getting a lot more comfortable. I was saying this earlier on in the season because I had come off like a 4-month pure hiatus of not touching a computer and not touching Siege for about 8 to 10 months. So a hot minute away. So it took me some time to, of course, readjust to the meta. Dealing with things like Malusi and Wamai is completely different. We typically used to deal or struggle with that a lot. We've fixed up, some of our, utility usage, which has been going well. But this game today is the team that I want to play with, yes, to answer your question. We've genuinely, today it felt like all the work had kind of paid off. We played with confidence. we weren't in our own heads. Honestly, man, Siege is like, I swear, a 90% mental game, because the actual mechanical fundamentals of this game, of course, you have fantastic players like, Sharko in Europe, and I'd agree that their skill ceiling is a little bit higher, of course, mechanically speaking. But like, if you don't tills and you just keep a cool head and you're always evaluating yourself, looking at the site, looking at the weakness, where can I have impacts? That's how you're going to be successful, and that's how we were successful today. So hopefully we can keep that going forward. And we'll keep on smiling and gaming, I guess.
Yeah, it's a mental game, right? They had it 100%. Where there's a new advertisement that came out with a new console generations that actually came out like just last night.
I saw that.
And Intero is voicing that. It's very well done, and it really shows that Rainbow Six Siege is more of a technical game than anything else. Obviously, great aim will always be rewarded, but when it comes to the top tier of competition, teamwork and strategy is what will win you the game beyond just aim. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That was it. Let's talk a bit about the strategy and preparing for the maps themselves, because you're running a best of 3 series, and it's a bit different to what some people might be used to watching best of 1s.
Yep.
You had Oregon Coastline Clubhouse. Obviously, you only played Oregon and Coastline. When you looked at the maps, you picked Oregon. Why did you specifically go for this map? Does this just, as an answer, does it fit the general meta of, Oregon 50-50, maybe it would work, or do you have other plans for it?
Nah, we're the strongest Oregon team in this region, being Australia. I will hands down say that. I have confidence on it. I feel like the losses that we have received on it, mind you, we did get 7-1 on that, but we did have a very unfortunate moment that I'm not going to speak about, but it was a round costing thing, not to blame the whole loss on it, but we were down 5-1, and that said play would have definitely given us some form of momentum to go back on. We are like somewhat of a momentum-based team. Again, this is that shift of mindset, going from being a momentum-based team to always be consistent and being cool-headed and not playing off momentum. When it's there, I'll absolutely roll with it, but don't rely on it, So, but in regards to Oregon, no, we're very comfortable on that map. It's definitely like, I want you to bring me to Oregon. I want to beat you on Oregon. I like that map. It's good fun, It's new.
Yeah.
We know how to play it pretty well, so I think that was pretty evident today. And as I said, all the times rather that we had a loss, I think we've lost it twice, once to Wildcard and once to Knights, as I said.
Nice.
We just, I don't know, it's just kind of like a thing of not clicking. Like today, everyone's comms are on point. A big one is it be style. When Jaden's comms are on point and he's fragging and he's not being overly aggressive in the sense, yes, have that aggression, but there's always a big footnote, like a big warning, like, geez, like, don't take this as literal in regards to, I've got this aggression, I'm going to keep on going. Oh, I'm up 10 kills, I'm going to keep on going. Absolutely do that, but have a reason to do that and have someone to play off with you, and then that makes sense. It's justified to have aggression then, So, it's pretty much it, I guess, so.
You go to Coastline, map where usually, it takes a time to warm up, but you guys are already warmed up after Oregon. That's the momentum again, I guess, from my point of view going into it. But you end up trashing on the attacking side.
I'm on the internet.
Hello.
That's so funny.
How do I always get parents and family that jump in on
It's your beautiful beard and your charming disposition, I suppose. That's so
Thank
funny,
you,
though. That's
I'm blushing a bit. How great is it to always have supportive family behind you and
I couldn't
really
be here
pushing you through?
Couldn't be here if I didn't, honestly. Like, just to take away, we'll come back to the Coastline, but honestly, having a supportive family means the world. Like, I was contemplating not even coming back to the game purely for the fact that I was missing out on time with friends and family. But man, honestly, leading up to this major, we didn't scrim more than 4 times a week. We were scrimming, like, we had 2 scrims this week leading up to it, and that wasn't even a tier 2 or 1 Australian team. It was a tier 3 team. Oh. So we've just been really just chilling, having that positive support in the background. As I said, I think this game's really mental. I think you can definitely burn yourself out by grinding and getting too into the intricacies and getting too stressed about this and that. Just play the game.
Yeah, we always talk about mental and physical health, both of them being very important to compete in any game, physical sports, esports, whatever it may be. And it needs it. Even for us who work the analyst and production side of things, we also need that break every now and then. It's very important to keep yourself rested. I know Jess is going on an Australia-wide trip very soon. So
beautiful country. It's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, I mean, I've so been told, though, Coastline, you go in, you ban out the Nomad, you ban out the Wamai, you don't want to deal with the Wamai. You play so well on the attacking side. Why is that specifically? Were you playing into something the Knights were setting up on their side? Did you pick up on it very quickly?
Yeah. Pretty much, we play our own game. Again, I think this is a really big thing.
What is it then? What is your own game on Coast?
I mean, honestly, you just play off with each other. You play as a team. You play as a unified unit. They either have to, spread their resources so thin that you can just puncture site, or they have a site hold that you can just get control of the entire map for. So you either do a light roam with no utility around and you have all utility on site, or it's the opposite end of the spectrum, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're attacking it, it is a very attacker-sided map. Just play your guns and realize that, you're in a meta and on a map that facilitates you not needing to bring a hard breach. So why would you play a conventional game of Siege? Coastline's like an anomaly, or an anomaly rather, in that sense, I'd say. So yeah, we just played aggressive, played with confidence, played with each other. But again, that aggression, there's a reason for it. You don't do it randomly. And if you do, that's when you start to, fall off, and that's where you could end up losing the game. But as I said, lads did absolutely fantastic today. So stoked with the team. So yeah, happy days, and looking forward to that wildcard match, hey?
Yeah, looking forward to definitely later on in the week. That'll be in around 2 days from now. Well, 1 day, 22 hours from there. A wildcard. Anything you got to say to them though in preparation?
Hope I don't take your invitational spot, kids, because you're stressing about it, right? So be sweating tomorrow, boys, because I'm coming for it. So yeah, should be a fun game. No, but honestly, I'm looking forward to the match. I love versing wildcard. Like, all trash talk aside, they're just they're definitely the only other team in the region that I would say are competitive. Knights, I think we saw an increase, but I still think there's a decent gap between wildcard and a team like ours, just purely off experience alone. Like, we're cool, calm, and collected. We've got Jack Daddy, who's a veteran. Itby Styles been playing for, I think the game for a relatively long time, but competitively for about a year and a half. You've got me, who's been fortunate enough to play on a team like Fnatic, where I did learn some aspects. And then, we've kind of been in the same for a while. So looking forward to that meta shift though. So that should be pretty sweet. Yep. But yeah, this wildcard game should be pretty grouse, eh?
Yeah, definitely so. Well, I can't wait to see that. Of course, that game is up in a couple of days, exactly 2 days from now. Specca, anything you'd like to say to all the Okami fans out there, old and new?
Well, I mean, honestly, if we have fans out there, boys, love you lots, honestly. You're all nice. So, if you see me in a ranked game, give me a bit of trash talk and have a yarn, because I'm a pretty lighthearted individual. I don't take too much too seriously. So I hope you don't take anything that I say seriously. But yeah, lots of love for everyone. Honestly, we are still looking also for an organisation to represent us. We are, of course, a top 2 Australian team. So, if anyone out there is kind enough and likes the look of our beautiful faces, which you would have seen on this fantastic webcam service today, yeah, I'm getting a beard. I was thinking about shaving this. What do you reckon? I've got the neck beard at the moment, but I was rocking a full beard. I might have to join you.
Yeah, I recommend that. I know it's, still you guys are coming out of quarantine and all, not the case here in Europe. So I highly recommend, a neckbeard off and just a bit more thicker on the side. It takes time. It took me years to. So
it's a
don't worry about it. Definitely so. It's expensive. I can tell you that a beard is expensive at times.
Absolutely.
But Specca, thank you so much. Cannot wait to see you versing wildcard. Of course, Okami still looking for Orc for anybody that would like to pick them up. Highly recommended. The dudes are back. Specca, thank you so much. Can't wait to see you then.